To all the GAW Patreons and fans out there. How are we all? Yes, it is BTV Astrology Out Loud, Beyond the Veil Astrology, and I'm doing a July overview for all the star signs. So let's get straight into it. Aries for July 2020, Aries. The home, your family, and your personal happiness will be your focus this month. Socially, you're in demand. Just ensure with all that fuckery happening, you don't get pregnant or worse, a VD. Oops. Taurus, public speaking, writings, and even TV and film all appears strong this month for you. Deep conversations about your career feature heavily, and expanding your personal horizons loom large. Gemini, your finances are in dire need of an overhaul, and you'll concentrate on streamlining this and paying off a large debt. Please continue manifesting and daydreaming about your future. Cancer, time for you to reevaluate everything. Relationship issues will be addressed, and you may find the changes intense but welcomed. Yes, all things start afresh this month, and it's time to just flow along. Leo, if you felt like you've been in a fog, it lifts this month and clarity is assured. You will make major decisions about your future, and also finances are looking better than ever. Enjoy the newness. Virgo, time to be detailed, focused, and practical in all career-related matters, and also time to consider whom deserves your time and who doesn't. There's a few relationships that will be left behind. Libra, talks with people internationally will be happening this month, and you'll find your star rises from this month onwards. Your socials get incredible public exposure, so aim high and you'll get it. I'm not kidding you. Scorpio, intense transformations this month, and you will find the metamorphosis a little bit overwhelming. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up the opportunities that will be presented to you. Take them with grace and gratitude and relish them. Sagittarius, interesting month, potential for short trips away, any legal issues will be resolved, finances improve greatly, and evolving your current skills and talents happen this month. How fabulous. Capricorn, it's time you make a commitment to something in your life that needs your attention and devotion. Also, don't get on the piss too much, as the hangovers are going to be a shit fight. Aquarius, keep on being original and unique. Don't ever think you need to copy others in order to achieve work success. You gotta be unapologetically you, good times to be had, and new experiences. Nice. And lastly, Pisces. Exercise is highlighted for the month of July. Get off your ass and get moving. You're getting soft and lazy, little fishies. Your purpose in life is going to consume you this month. Sort your shit out and get it happening. Alrighty, babes, that were your lot for this month. I will see you all here again for the August BTV Astrology Overview. Have an amazing month. Stay focused, stay calm, stay happy. I love taking you beyond the veil, and love, there's nothing but.
This is the word to go, y'all.
Hello and cheers, everybody. Welcome to GAW TV, where, of course, we're here to discuss very important nonsense every single week. Hashtag GAW TV. Are we doing it right? Let's see, ladies. Are we pointing?
Over here.
Is it here?
I'm over here now.
Oh,
wait,
man.
Here. You
That
guys
way?
are pointing wrong.
We're terrible pointers.
Yeah,
You
but at least you're
are.
on the bottom, so you'd be like this. That sounded weird.
Yeah, Mickie, you're always on the bottom.
And that's how we kick the show off, with horrible innuendos right off the bat. Speaking of that, I can't wait to see wait to hear what Lisa's wearing, because you look adorable. But we'll get to that soon. You guys, first of all, Lisa and Mickie, how are we doing tonight? Cheers.
Doing
Awesome.
so good.
Cheers.
So good.
Episode 5
Cheers.
was amazing, Val. The episode 5, right, Mickie and Val?
Oh,
It was
so good.
Episode 5.
Why, thank
It's
you.
better
I thought it was great.
Better and better.
Yeah,
Better
I
and
agree.
better.
I agree. And you know, all of our fans in the chat, especially that are chatting right now with us. Hi, everybody. in there in the chat. We see you.
We see you.
We want to say thank you for being so receptive to the different genres we've been taking in. Mystical Mel that came on, and we love her. We've got more of her coming up as well. But being a friend of GAW TV in different genres is one thing, but there are some people that we wanted to bring onto the show that have been friends with us for years and years and years. We'll be friends forever. I feel like we need to sing that Friends Forever song from Saved by the Bell. Friends forever. Okay, well, we don't have time for that. Anyway, last week you guys saw we had a very special call-in from one ODB. Bam! Ow. Bam! A little bit. We wanted to make sure that we had time for an entire episode dedicated to ODB on GAW TV. So, ladies, shall we intro her?
Yes.
We have to have it in the whole show because she has to get her shit in, right?
Of course she does. We're going to add her into the chat here, into the ladies' room. That sounded weird. You know what I mean.
Come into the ladies' room.
We're all in the ladies' room.
You know what? Hey, after this. There's a meeting in the ladies' room. And we'll be back real soon.
Real soon.
Real soon.
Real soon.
Do you remember that song? Okay,
I do. That was like a Skateland song.
It was.
Oh, wait.
We did it. Yay.
Yay!
We did it finally. Oh my God.
Hey, girl, hey, you look amazing.
You do. Is that a new headband?
Thanks.
Is that a new headband, Jeff?
I just got it in the mail today.
Nice.
Looking good, feeling gorgeous. Odie Bizzle, first of all, how you been? Tell us everything. You look very voluptuous.
Thank you. Yeah. All my side boob went in.
Look at side boob. We love it.
So happy to see you girls.
I'm so happy to see you too.
Yay! Well, Jess, we do a thing every single week where we ask, who are you wearing? What are you drinking? Let's start with our guest of honor, Jess. Who are you wearing? What are you drinking, girl?
All right. Well, I'm wearing, I get my bandanas from a girlfriend in Minnesota. Bandanas by Michelle. Go check her out.
Cute.
And I do get a little fancy. I got some Coach sunglasses. Yeah.
Baller,
Yeah.
baller.
And then we all got to wear our own shit sometimes, right? So I got my, I'll pull your pork if you rub my butt.
Oh,
And
yes.
Where do we order these
And
shirts
I
from? Where do we order those shirts
Oh, you
from?
can go to
Jeff?
my website, odbsmeetandgreet.com, pro wrestling tees. Yeah, and I got new shirts coming out. So then,
Sweet.
you know, I'm at Sam's. What?
Does your shirts come with an 8x10? You used to sell like your shirts come with an 8x10.
Oh yeah, I got a mother
Yeah.
trucker special going on. I got an 8x10. I got a mother trucker shirt and a bottle of barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
And savory.
That's saucy.
I know,
Very
yeah.
saucy.
That's a hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. Hell of a
You're
meet
so
and greet.
saucy. And what's in that red Solo cup?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I'm gonna ruin my reputation here. Shit. I have not been drinking. It's been 4 weeks. So I had to do some change. Not that I'm an alcoholic or nothing.
Us either.
Just, yeah. Thanks, guys. But I'm
We
drinking now.
support you.
Yeah.
I got some
No, we
diet.
do, but you quit drinking though because you're doing a program, right? Like you doing like you're not drinking for 75 days,
For
right?
75 days, yeah.
Right.
So, just challenging myself just to change things up, and I've already lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
Wow.
I just got measured today. My body fat went down and my muscle mass went up and went down 2 pant sizes. And
Oh,
that's-
sweet.
Wow. Are you serious?
yeah.
Wow.
We're doing it all wrong, ladies.
We are. I do these curls all day.
Yeah.
Your form is impeccable. Fantastic.
Oh, you
Look at
did.
Lisa.
Oh my God.
Hey, Lisa.
What are you eating there?
Yeah, Lisa, what are you eating, drinking, and wearing?
I'm eating Costco pizza but I add extra mozzarella and cheddar cheese. I'm drinking. I ran out of fresh vine wine. They're going to be sending me. This is so rude. they're sending me more bottles. Because their wine is low carb. Hey, OGB, this wine is low carb, keto
There you
friendly,
go.
and low sugar.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of such a thing? That's crazy. But I'm also wearing, I got to represent my Chicago because, you know, I'm a
Oh, you
Cubby
love your
fan.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Duh, Bears.
Uh-huh.
How can
Uh-huh.
you do
Uh-huh.
that?
Oh, that's what we're doing? We're doing that? Yes.
Like, don't fall. Don't fall. I thought you were gonna hit your head on
I'm
the
drinking,
stove.
but I'm just drinking Cabernet. It's not a special brand or anything like that. It was,
But your cup is to die for. Let's see that cup.
guess where? Guess where?
You have all these gimmick
The
cups.
Dollar
It's so
Tree.
funny.
Dollar
Oh,
Tree?
You should be the face of the Dollar Tree.
You know what, guys? I don't want to brag, but Dollar Tree totally follows me on Twitter, and I'm in negotiations for the sponsorship collaboration. I'm in negotiations for the collaboration of a lifetime. Dollar Tree on GAW TV. What do we think?
Oh,
Are you
in.
serious?
Yeah,
Are
Look
you
at Lisa's
serious?
face.
oh my
I
God.
wouldn't joke.
Oh my God. That's my store, man.
I know. We mention it every week, Jess. I'm
Every
not
week.
kidding.
You can do appearances now at the dollar stores with your 8x10.
Do it.
I got my
Oh,
table
God.
set up outside.
Oh, it's so Virgil of us.
Invite
So,
Virgil.
No, I feel bad.
Oh, my
I don't feel bad, actually. He's quite rude. Anyway.
Whoa. Oh, shit. Here we go. Get to the real talk here.
Oh
She's
my
a
God.
shooter. Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag real talk on this show, Jess. It's going to get wild. Mickey,
Oh,
what
I
are you
like it.
wearing, drinking, enjoying?
You know I love a good fleece pant, you know. So I'm just gonna do the stand up here version. I got my super
Whoa.
unicorns.
Those unicorns?
Yeah, all the way down to
Get it.
hardcore wrestling.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
whose shirt is
What
that?
kind of
With
rest
the uniform?
is that?
Oh, is this pro wrestling tees? Who's this? This is a fan sent me
Oh,
this,
he's
so I
getting
don't
free
really know where it
t-shirts
came
now?
from, but I do think that it came from one of our wrestling friends' stores. I think it might be Pro Wrestling Tees, but I don't want to say that and then it be the other one, and then how hot are they going to be? Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We've already offended half our audience by this point anyway.
I think that we offend. The goal is to offend at least 10 people per episode.
Let's
A
shoot for
solid
20
10.
this one.
Jess says let's shoot for 20.
Yeah.
Goals. I can't even, between Lisa's dancing and Mickey's like little crotch rumble, whatever it's like dinner and a
Sorry.
show.
Rumble.
Dinner and a show. I think it was a pay-per-view I was on one time. I'm not sure.
Called the crotch rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in your indie days.
Do you
I think that was-
remember when we would
I mean-
do the TNA pay-per-views? And we would,
Oh,
And what happened? What?
Val,
Yeah.
you and
What
JB were the genius at that, but I would die laughing, and that could be a whole nother segue, but some of those, and Crabis would do, oh my
I'm
God.
so glad you remember that. I'm not even sure what's safe. I'm trying to think of one. No, they're
I'm
all
lost.
real filthy.
They're all terrible.
So what we're talking about, this might be a Patreon only kind of thing. What we're talking about is we would make every TNA wrestling pay-per-view, which TNA on itself doesn't need any help to make it sound raunchy. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah.
Oh, who do you work for?
And her
TNA
endos.
Wrestling, great.
Oh,
But we would make
yeah.
every wrestling pay-per-view into like sort of a pornographic sounding filthy name.
Oh,
can't
I
think-
remember that. I do. Yes. Yep.
Can we see it on xvideos.com?
Yeah,
Yes.
xhamster.com. There's a sponsor. I
Yeah.
don't judge. No, so I have to. I can't do a whole view of what I'm wearing, but I got some bubblegum pink, vintage inspired indigo sky 3-piece.
Ooh.
It's very sheer. I'm not gonna stand up. It could get
No, but she's like, I'm not
How's that?
doing it today. I'm just putting that out there. I've said it twice. I'm not doing it. But you see the ruffles. It's pink. It's cute.
yeah.
But we can see it on
So cute.
Patreon. We've seen some photo shoots you've done. I don't think you should die.
Okay. Well, I'll do a photo shoot and I'll put it on Patreon just for all of you at home.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
PG version, and then
That's so
sex
cute.
version.
So is it vintage or is it a vintage replica?
I believe it's vintage replica. So I do have a lot of like vintage kimonos, but this is just, I just thought this was very like, I don't know, Rita Hayworth hanging out in a room. I don't know. And then I have to say, my drink is nothing exciting. Before you guys got on here, I was telling Mickie that the great idea I had was to have another Red Bull, which gave me the gigs, straight up giggles, so bad last show. It was like hysterical. So I'm going with the Red Bull just to get silly, but I put like some flavoring in it. Some like Crystal Light drops, which I love having with like, you know, to make things exciting. Tastes like Dimetapp and it's horrific. So cheers.
Oh.
I'm not gonna waste it.
Red Bull? It's just Red Bull?
Well, okay, so it's Red Bull, but you guys know I'm a klutz, right? So what happened, I fell and tripped and then some vodka got in it and I'm real clumsy.
I hate that when that happens.
It's the worst.
It's the absolute worst. So Jess, tell us about being on the road and what you've been doing on the road. I know you went to a very, very special event. Was it in Utah?
Oh, Utah. I got to see a bunch of Mormons. No, scared.
Yay!
Did you come back married?
Yeah, I'm going to be the seventh wife. No, so I've been following a guy named Sean Whalen. He is the owner of Lions Not Sheep. He's a huge motivational speaker. I met him a few months ago back in Vegas at his grand opening for a little Mexican joint he has. And well, first of all, he's freaking hot as hell.
What'd you say his name was?
When you guys see
like
the picture, hold on. Let's see the picture that Jessica, like this guy is totally Jessica's.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, because you took a picture with him. I saw that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a match made in heaven.
He'll figure it out one day. He'll figure it out.
That's your future ex-husband right there. He doesn't even know it yet.
He don't know.
Yeah.
I've always heard of like, Christy Hemme and Gail Kim always talk about these motivational things. I was like, whatever, but holy shit. You all need, I mean, you guys have been to them. They just open your mind up and it's just like, you go there, don't expect anything, be vulnerable, tell the truth about everything. And it was awesome. I mean, it's like opened my mind up on like what I really want in life. So I went there and he basically was from like all weekend from 9 to 9. And he had some, he has like some hard hitter friends, like billion-dollar people that, but they're awesome people and they're a husband and wife. So it's cool to see a husband and wife team and just how they, juggle, they work together, they live together, but they make time, they balance. It was amazing. It was funny because I'll just share this little story with you. So one, he's like, what do you guys want? What do you want? So we all had to take a few minutes and write some stuff down what I want. Obviously my business, I know where I'm going with that, but it was funny because I've been single most of my life by choice, I think. And but it was, and then he was like, close your eyes. And then so I closed my eyes hoping he would, whatever. And he was like, and I was like, I was trying to like peek a little bit. Nope, nothing happening. Okay. And then he's like picture.
I was waiting for you to be like, I closed my eyes.
Yeah, and then ODB goes, how about you close your eyes?
He's playing a game here. Oh my God. So
I thought she was going to say, I closed my eyes, and when I opened my eyes, my wallet was gone. I was waiting for her.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
So he's like, picture this, picture your home, it's like, I've been doing my Airstream thing and my home is awesome and just where I live. And then he's like, picture your lover. And I couldn't fucking picture anybody because my whole thing is like, I want to get married. I already have my wedding planned out. I want this guy, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, I think you think about it like your timing's everything. And I really don't want to focus on that. Like, I'm off the dating sites. I was on dating sites and they're a joke.
Except for Tinder. You're still on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I swiped off. And then I'm sick of guys like, cause I've been traveling all my life and I'm sick of guys like texting me like, hey, what are you wearing? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like,
right?
Like, I'm just sick of it. Like, want to FaceTime? I'm in the shower. No, buddy, I really don't.
No way. You hear
Yes.
horrific dating stories. It's terrible because I know people that have actually found love on these Match.com, Tinder, whatever. But here's a question for you, because if you're on them, I have so many girlfriends in Orlando that are beautiful girls. Some have daddy issues, some don't. You know, everyone's different. But okay, they all do. Anyway, but they always tell me they have
Wish I
the
had sugar
same
daddy.
complaint. At least I'm honest. They have the same complaint that not only do they meet a bunch of creeps like that, like, you know, they're just too creepy, they're too forward. But the thing I hear the most that I find so surprising is they're all about chatting and getting flirty, blah, blah, blah. But then when it comes to actually making real plans and actually meeting up,
Oh my God.
they ghost them. Is that what happens?
Yes.
You know,
Or their
like,
wives
yeah.
come home.
Like, okay, this is an interesting fact. This is an interesting fact about ODB and I. We talk like Vox every day, almost every day.
Oh, yeah.
Like wake up to hello, good morning, sunshine.
Good morning,
that kind of
sunshine.
Yeah, and then we were both on the dating app. Of course, not wrestling pictures, just normal pictures of us and stuff like that. And we wanted to do a show about dating on the dating app. But then I found an amazing man, so I was like, you know, that's down. I'm not going to talk about.
Or to
Twitter.
tell some of those terrible
Yeah,
stories,
loser.
like the horror stories of the dating apps, right?
Yeah.
It was awful, right? Remember, ODB, Jess, we talked to Gail. She goes, "Oh my God, I would totally tune into that about your awful dating experiences."
I would too, because I heard some of y'all's stories, and I was dying laughing, like.
And
tears.
exactly what, it's like exactly it's like when it comes down to plans, they want to flirt and sexting and stuff like that, but like, and it would be a turnoff, and it was just like, what the, you know, like they even said on their profile, "I'm looking for a long-term relationship."
You are.
Settle down, settle down with, and they don't. They're just lying. They're lying. The same
it's
with
so
the
like,
one here.
and I always delete the numbers. So I play a little game with myself just to entertain myself. I'm like, what area code is this? So I'm Googling it, and I'm like, Florida. So I'm like, oh, it's so-and-so from Daytona. Cool. And then he's like, actually, he just texted me like last week, this dude. 6 a.m. Are you freaking kidding me? He's like, what are you wearing? Like, it's fucking 6 a.m., dude.
What?
Wow.
He was just thinking about you.
And
He was
then
grabbing coffee from
then he
Dunkin'
sends me a
Donuts, and you were on his mind.
a video of him in the shower.
No.
Like, I shit you not.
You're not gonna believe this, guys.
I'll never understand why people think that up in my DMs that I want to see your member. I don't.
No,
I do not.
Not members only. Jess, you're not gonna believe it. We do some cutaways on this show. We're gonna go to the video right now. Take a look at this.
I'll send it to you. I'm scared.
We could.
Jessica has it on her phone still.
Hold on a second. That'll be my meet and greet later.
Emphasis on meat. No, in all seriousness, I do have a dating question, but then we'll get to some fan questions and stuff because it's your first time on. But Jess, please promise us you'll come back and we can do an episode about dating apps and just this hilarious stuff. I will ask this question because there's so much to talk about, right? And it's sad that we have that much material.
I know. And also too, Jess, on your business, you talked to Robert Irvine too. You know, right?
Today has been freaking amazing. Like,
so you just got back from your trip, right? Yesterday. So you got back from your trip.
And I drove the 18 hours. Of course, I see a squirrel. I want to stop on the road. Oh, that place looks fun. Oh yeah, you know. So it took me a couple more days to get home. You know, and then
squirrel.
And I gotta stay on subject here. Okay, Robert Irvine. So Gail and Robert have always been awesome to me. They've always said, you know, if you need any help, Gail was like, call Robert and, you know, ask for help for your business. And they've always been my good supporters. And I was always nervous because you know how it is. We have a huge Rolodexes here. Like, we know a lot of people, a lot of big players. And sometimes we don't reach out to them. We feel like, we were talking about this today, Mickie, you know, how we feel like we don't want to use them or we don't want to feel weird, you know?
Right. Or taint that relationship with them, right? Because you're their real friend and you're like, oh, I don't want to feel like I'm only friends with them for a reason when I really just like them as my friend, and I'd rather just keep their friendship.
And then after this weekend, after with Sean Whedon, he's like, ask for help. If you don't know something, your business is going to fail if you keep not asking for help. So
Right.
I text Gail that night, and she's like, yep, let's set it up. And Robert set it up. He's like, 2 o'clock Wednesday, let's Zoom. So I zoomed. He opened up my eyes on like on stuff, but exactly what I need to know with my numbers, how much. It was ridiculous. And then he's gonna, keep updating. We're gonna keep contacting and stuff, and he wants me
That's
to send some stuff
amazing.
over.
Because
And then
yeah.
I mean, it's just
That's so amazing. And you think about, you've had that asset. Like Robert is so knowledgeable. He's so smart. He's an incredibly talented and amazing man. And he's just got it here too. Like he's incredibly smart.
Right.
So the fact that you had that tool in your back pocket as a friend this whole time, but you've never capitalized on it because it was your friend. You felt like you were like blurring those lines or whatever. But then
I was so nervous.
He's also like so experienced, ODB. Like we don't realize, we don't want to take advantage of friendship, but they're there for a reason to help out. They want to see us all succeed. And he's been there and done that, and he wants to see you well. And it's amazing, like that Sean Whelan got the roll, like the wheel, the hamster turning the wheel. You know what I mean? So like you like the
you got my wheel spinning.
The wheel spinning. And then you got on a roll. You're like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And this is within 3 days. You got all the stuff done. So that that retreat was just so worth it.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to go back to Utah.
That's so great.
Utah. No, that's so
we're gonna buy a farm in
yeah,
Montana. We were talking about it because we were boxing on her drive home.
I love Montana.
I think you can get about 50 acres out there for $50.
Oh my God, what are we doing? Let's go.
Sounds about right.
Good.
We also talked about, you
Oh my
guys.
God, damn compound.
If you guys can picture this, we did entertain the idea of maybe doing a girls' GAW TV camping trip and documenting the whole thing for all of you. I'm thinking toasted marshmallows, scary stories by the fire.
Yes.
I got a perfect place for that.
Right?
I've actually gone on a trip like with you in your Airstream. Yes.
Yes, it was 4 wrestlers and a baby in Iowa.
Donovan was just a little baby at the time, and it was Nick and I and Jess, and probably the worst camper of all time.
Aria Davari. Oh my God.
Baby Davari. Oh gosh.
He didn't know how to hook a trailer up. He didn't even. He didn't know shit. I'm like,
this is Sean Davari's little brother, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Davari's little brother. Okay.
True story. I was watching NXT a few years ago, or WWE a few years ago, in Orlando before I moved here, and I saw Davari come on the screen, and I either text or boxed Nick and was like, I don't know if I have Sean Davari's number, but like, there's someone using his name. And I think that that's not cool. And he's like, you're an idiot.
Such bullshit.
Who would do that?
That's just blatant slap.
Yeah. Who is this kid?
Funny story about Davari's little brother was I did an indie show. I think it was in your town, Jessica.
Oh, back here, yeah.
Yeah,
because he's from that area. They're from that area.
Well, I think I just shit-canned him out of the ring, and I come back and he's like bleeding. I go, what happened? He goes, you did this. And I go, what? What? No, I never split anybody open.
Oh my God.
With your knee brace.
Probably.
Not that I know. I've never.
Right?
But he was like, seriously, I remember helping Jess like set up what'd you call it? The shit tank. We were setting that up.
Oh my God.
He was in the Airstream the whole time.
Don't worry. We got it, buddy.
We got it, buddy. He was also like 19 years old, to be fair. And Sean was like, why don't you please take Aria with you to watch out for him? And so I felt like.
I think he was sleeping the whole way, too.
Huh?
I think he was sleeping. Because remember, we were driving through the night.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Which is rule number
one. I can drive too. I pulled trailers, and I'm like, okay, cool.
Here he is.
Well, speaking of trailers and food trucks, we wanted to ask you, Jess, what's cooking? Because Mickie mentioned some sort of a new menu item.
Oh, yes. it's to our good friend, rest in peace, Shad. I made a new smoked brat called the Beast. So I smoke a nice little big sausage, and I smoke it for a couple hours, and then I slice it. I put some pulled pork in there, my homemade coleslaw, top it with a pickle and the ODB barbecue sauce all over it.
Wow.
The other night when I debuted it.
Yeah.
It was something different,
Sounds
you know,
delicious.
like something.
You can't eat all that meat.
Oh my God, now I'm so hungry, you guys. Oh,
I know. I love barbecue so much.
Starving.
You know I get serious when I talk about food, so I'm not going to stop. You know, I won't start, I should say, just talking about food because I get really passionate about it. I'm a foodie. I love it. But I've watched Jess grow this food truck from day one, and I'm just so proud of you and how far you've come. And this new food truck is bigger and better than ever before, and it's badass. I'm really proud of you. I think I always knew that you would be successful, and I know that you love it, and you're so good at it. I've been on the food truck with you, and I've seen, like, the food is so good. It's so delicious, and I just wish everybody knew about you because it's amazing.
Yeah,
like a big shout out to like all the people that sent you GoFundMe and then like DDP helping you out to restart your when your old truck got burnt down.
Oh God,
and all these people just chipped in and because they believe in you, and you have a lot of loyal fans out there and friends that want to see you succeed. So you know it's quite amazing.
It was great. Like when all this happened, when the last food truck burned down, and it was like, oh, at first, you know, but now I look back, I'm like, you know what, everything happens for a reason. And then you don't realize how much people really love you when something like that happens. Like not even 24 hours DDP called me, you know, and wanted to help. It was kind of funny. He's like, hey ODB, it's DDP. I'm like, what?
He's so sweet. Like, isn't he so sweet?
Yeah, he is awesome. And then I flew down and we made a
sorry for the man hands. The man hands.
Yeah. Oh, just blocked my whole camera.
Man hands.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he was awesome. Then I flew to Atlanta and we put together a nice little tape for the Indiegogo, and then it was got me a brand new food truck. You know, and
I can imagine it being so disheartening in that moment, like as your food truck is on fire, because you'd worked so hard to build that up, and it was an older food truck, but you know what I mean, you had built that brand and built all of that, and to see that on fire, and it's like almost like, gosh, that's everything that I've been working on the last couple of years after stepping away from wrestling. That's what you had devoted your time and your energy up, and you just see that up in flames. Like I feel like my heart would have sank. But to see you now on this other side of it with a brand new food truck and like with so many people coming behind you to support you, to lift you up, to get this new food truck, and then you to go to that Sean Whalen thing, like you were saying, of like just like this new, like just taking your power back, and you know what I mean? And like it's just awesome. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and I want to apologize. I thought it was GoFundMe, but it's Indiegogo. I apologize for that.
Yeah, because Indiegogo's different.
Okay, I apologize. But I remember working a truck. Remember, I helped you work a truck on. Was it?
Oh, it was at StarCast in Chicago.
StarCast. Yeah. And all these friends were like going, "Oh yeah, I'll help you out. I'll help you out on the truck." Who do you think is the loyal friend that was like freaking on the truck helping her out? And me. Everybody's like, well, they'll stop by and say hi. That's not really helping you out.
They came by to get their free nachos.
I get some free food. I got a line of 50.
Exactly.
And I get a knock on my window. Hey, you have a sandwich for me? Really, buddy?
Yeah.
Work you, baby.
I was there at that StarCast, Lisa. Yeah, I saw you guys working your tushies off.
Okay.
And the lines were out the damn door. I mean, it was insane. Jay Lethal and I went and ordered from you. Yeah.
Okay. The next, I didn't realize how hard Jessica worked. Like my feet were freaking killing me, and my back from standing. You don't have a seat back there. She's making her food, collecting money, all this crap. I didn't know how to make the food, so I was trying to help her collect the money and get everybody, okay, hey, and yelling out the orders and stuff like that. But ODB is like, it's hands-on, man. It's not like she has someone run her truck. She's doing everything.
That's her
grown-ass woman.
Yeah.
Amen.
You're a grown-ass woman, baby.
GAW.
She's a grown-ass saucy woman. There you
Yeah.
Yeah.
She brings
Yeah.
all the sauce.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, Mickie mentioned barbecue a little while ago, and I was actually having this conversation with my mom because she was visiting over from America. Obviously, I'm in England, and we're talking about the different types of barbecue because a lot of people, especially that aren't American, they're just like, oh, barbecue is one thing, but there's so many different types of barbecue, like
Oh
the
God.
North
Yeah.
Carolina kind with the more vinegar based, and the Texas barbecue.
Barbecue.
Jess, what's your favorite, and like, what do you incorporate into your menu?
Oh boy, I'm just winging it. Just kidding. I've been watching Barbecue Pitmasters, you know.
Ooh.
So it's like I have a whiskey base because obviously I developed my whiskey sauces. Obviously, after kind of the ODB character, got to have whiskey in it, you know. And so it's a little thicker than normal. My hot sauce is more enjoyable, vinegar style. And my hot sauce is kind of like Carolina, sweet and tangy. Because I do like Carolina barbecue. I really do.
I love
And then
Carolina
I kind of,
barbecue.
and there's good Minnesota barbecue, but the thing about Minnesota barbecue, we're all so different. Like we can make, like there could be like 5. What the hell are you doing?
We're drooling.
Because I got I'm salivating. I'm sorry.
So you can make like there could be like 4 barbecue food trucks in the same festival I'm at, and we'd all be so different.
Right.
Yeah. And even
You know,
JR gave you
I
a
make
shout
mine
out.
with love.
Speaking of old
Yeah.
road stories.
Oh, the road stories of like, well,
Oh,
I
road
was just
stories.
saying about the story of when we went to, when we all decided to take the road trip with Jess and we were going to do the Airstream thing. And we were camping with the world's worst camper, Aria Davari, who'd never been camping a day in his
Yeah,
life.
because we were heading to Jeff Jarrett's promotion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Double J.
Double
Double
J.
J. Who we love.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, but he was
Airstream on
terrible.
the road.
He was like, obviously, he was like, what his first, like, I felt like it was his first loop in wrestling, but it really wasn't. He was just like you know how it's like you're kind of old school. We were still raised in that old school mentality, and I think that we had very old school, like, okay, well, we're stopping for gas here, or we're doing this, that. And he was totally like, oh yeah, I'm a good driver. I've driven a trailer before, right, Jess?
Yeah,
Fell
right. I was
asleep.
like, you're not driving this.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
Davari?
the first one asleep.
Yeah.
First one asleep. Then we have to go and we get to the campground, the KO. I forget where was it, the KOA or something that was
It was
set
a
up.
nice one. It was a
It was
KOA in
very
Iowa.
nice. It was very, and
In
Donovan.
Des
I
Moines.
mean, he was the reason why we were like, oh man, this is amazing because Donovan was a baby at the time, and it was like one of the first like real loops that I'd been doing or whatever. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. We can see Jess. We can vacation kind of with her and like do the whole
cute,
whatever and stay, and then do the
Then we
one or two
bought some
wrestling
food.
shows.
We grilled. Had some beers at the campground.
For sure, we did s'mores at the campground.
And then
it was great.
Like I got it fixed now, but like the shitter, it sucked because I didn't have a stopper because my Airstream's old. It's a 78, but they fixed obviously a lot of stuff now. So I had a thing where once you unscrew it, that shit will come out. Well, I didn't really clean the shitter, and
it was terrible.
Remember that guy? The guy that he was kind of cute.
Came
He's
to
like,
help, and he got covered. He got covered because apparently somebody had went back there and used. Here's the thing with an RV or like something, you have to let the person know if someone snuck back there and did a pee or anything, apparently, and didn't tell her about it because that's just sitting in the tank. So then when she goes to hook it up to the process, look at Belle's face. It was the worst, but this brother got covered. I'm not even kidding.
Brother got covered.
He was brother covered and smothered, fresh from Waffle House. It was awful. It was terrible. And he was just trying to help. He probably thought he had a shot at Jess and then realized after that,
this, he's like, fuck
he was
that
up
shit.
Ari was asleep in the living room.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't hear or smell nothing.
No, he was dead asleep. To say though, your Airstream is amazing. It's that you say it's a 70 something, but you completely gutted this thing out. Right.
Yeah.
Like she's gutted the whole thing out and redone the whole inside. It's beautiful. It's so nice in there. Yeah.
My little Airstream.
It is beautiful. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I only see pictures when she's redesigning it, and she goes to Hobby Lobby. This should be Jessica's sponsor, Hobby Lobby. She lives there. But did I mention my story? And then you said your story, ODB?
Oh boy.
Okay. My story is like we're driving freaking in TNA, like miles and freaking hours and hours and hours to the next show that has, no.
We're in Georgia.
Yeah, and it was like 100 people in the audience. But we're driving, and there was a billboard, and it said strip club or an adult store.
Like a truck stop.
It said a truck stop, and then I looked at her, and we both looked at each other. I go, I've always been so curious what those places are like. Right?
Like me too.
Yeah.
And then we go, let's do it. And then so we get off the exit, we go in, and then you continue on ODB because
I remember like turning into it because it's a big, they're not afraid to show the trucker stop with strippers. We're like, well,
right.
Let's go. And we get out, and I think we're wearing tank tops and shorts, and so we get in, and all these truckers are like, oh, when do you girls start?
No.
When are you? I can't wait till you go
I
up.
was like, come on in. Got some tickets for you.
Yeah.
So we get in, and it was obviously a dark little place. There's like one little stage, and then there's like these little rooms, and we're like, anybody here? Anybody? And it was like, no one's around. I'm like, oh, everyone. I'm like looking in the little, like, there's just all these private rooms, maybe. I don't
everybody
know.
was sitting at the bar.
Everybody's in the champagne room at the truck stop.
No.
I was thinking that.
No, they were sitting at the bar. So we're just thinking.
Yeah, they're all sitting at the bar, and I'm like, those are the strippers, and they're drinking Red Bull because there's no alcohol.
Oh God, I would need major
They
alcohol.
got their liquor license taken, or it was a juice bar?
I don't think a juice bar.
Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah.
Not that I'm familiar. Isn't that what they're called when they're not allowed to have liquor?
I don't know.
Then they're like,
I
what are
thought
you
they
girls?
called I don't know. Well, they have bikini clubs where they can sell alcohol, and then it's a strip club when they don't sell it and they can strip.
That's weird,
Every
yeah.
state's different, though, isn't it?
Virginia,
Yeah.
I think it was called. It used to be, or something like that. Like there was.
Do you guys remember? Talk about funny names for strip clubs.
Wait. But about this story. Okay, wait. Sorry, Val. We're gonna. But we were like, we felt obligated to contribute because these strippers are sitting down having a drink, and we're like, okay, we'll get this, and there was like a billboard in front of their building, and then ODB, we have to take a picture, a selfie in front of this billboard. We had so much.
Might have gotten in trouble
and
posting on social media.
And then we posted on social media. Good old budget cuts.
Budget cuts, and I think we're both gone in a month. But then we got the strippers.
So funny.
The strippers were wrestling fans, so then we gave tickets to her, and she wanted to bring her little kids to the show.
Oh,
So
And they all came to the show, and then we had
more people.
I had a lap dance from a lady
sevens in the audience.
I had a lap
my
dance from a
God.
very nice lady
Hold
that
on.
told me during. What's that?
You
What?
had me at lap dance.
You had me at lap dance.
Go ahead.
Oh,
I had
I said tap dance.
I had a lap dance from a very lovely lady who told me during said lap dance that she used to be a kindergarten teacher and she was really thinking of getting back into that career. And I was like, you should do it. As she's like boobs in my face, you really should. And then we started like exchanging like perfume tips. Like, what are you wearing? Is that Victoria's Secret vanilla lace? Yes, it is. Oh my God, don't you love that store?
Oh my
As
God.
she's dancing around, it was weird. I'm not a very good. I think she probably quit.
I can see Val totally was trying to let go, like, ooh, what are those shoes? Like, completely.
When you're like going like this, I really look for Victoria's Secret vanilla.
This could be a whole show about strip clubs, because you know how many times we went to strip clubs with the wrestlers?
I love
man.
a strip club. I was
Well,
about
their
to ask
food
you
is
guys.
just so good. Let's be honest.
It's a steak.
They have buffets. Remember in Louisville at OVW? There'd be 7th Street. No, there'd be crazy coconuts. There'd be I actually worked at one of those. I was a bartender. Actually, I lasted one night. Al Snow's ex-wife, Cindy Snow, she's like, oh yeah, you can have a job. I was starting my bartending career. So I went to, I think it was called the Classy Lady. I think that's what it was called. Oh my God, it was horrible. The lady that owned it was all coked up. She left me the keys to her strip club.
She has to be awake. She has to be alert.
It was my first night. Yeah, the one-armed stripper hanging over here.
Classy lady.
One arm?
One lady's eating a fucking
She had
Big
one
Mac
arm?
at the bar. She had one arm. I shit you not.
We can't just skate past the fact that she had one
Was
arm.
she a
bless her
one-arm
heart.
stripper? Her pole tricks must have been amazing.
I've been to a strip club that didn't even have stripper poles. They had 2x4s, and I was like, these girls are gonna go. They're gonna get some winners.
Where is that? In West Virginia?
I'm not kidding. Do you guys remember? No joke.
Oh,
I started laughing earlier because I
Stop
thought of
it.
something. Do you remember the strip club? I think it's in Detroit, right? It's like near. I think it's Detroit, and it's called. I kid you not. It's by an airport. It is called the Landing Strip.
Yes,
The
right.
Landing.
Yeah, I know that one.
That was Rhino's favorite spot.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, that's. I was like,
It's
Rhino.
the best name in the world. The Landing Strip.
Well, I don't think Rhino would go there anymore because he would like disinfect everything.
Oh yeah. It's totally this.
Socalval.
Him and Mick Foley both are probably just hermited themselves into a bubble.
Oh my god.
I love a good strip club. People always say to me, like, why do you like them? And you just don't seem the type. And I'm like, first of all, thanks, that's rude. Secondly, I'm like, listen, what's not to freaking like? It's very female oriented.
I love it.
None
I
of the
do.
guys bother you because all the guys are occupied, so they're not
They're
going to hit on you.
Preoccupied.
like
You can have a
80s
cocktail.
Yeah.
You can
And there's
be
80s hair
entertained.
metal.
You can
like-
people watch.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
the food is.
Mickie,
I will
remember-
say this: the food is always good.
Mm-hmm.
That is the one thing. I've never been to a gentleman's establishment, if you will, and had terrible food.
And the
Never.
views aren't bad either.
Uh,
I
I've
never
never-
ate it. I didn't know they
Me
served
neither.
food.
You don't eat? I
I've never
always
eaten there
eat.
either.
Really? That's one of the main things. I'm like, oh yeah, they'll probably serve late because by the time we get out, I'm like, yeah, they're probably serving until about 2. So the fryer's still on, like everything's still going. Food's gonna be decent. I can drink, whatever.
Oh my God.
They're doing those things. So then I can just be totally chilled and hide in the corner.
Yeah,
and be
Exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
No one's
The
going to
guys,
mess with
the
you.
guys are occupied. No one hits on us. Except the
Remember-
strippers.
Mickey,
Except the
remember that?
strippers.
Remember that strip club we went to? We went to New Orleans for New Year's Eve. It was me, you, MVP, Nick, and Davari. We
Mhm.
spent New Year's Eve New Orleans. It was
It was
freaking one of
great.
my
That
best New
sounds
Year's
fun.
Eve ever.
That
We
was the first year that Nick and I, that was when we first made it
Oh yeah, we
official
knew
that we were
something
a
was
couple.
going on.
Yeah. That we
And I got
just,
Davari
we
and
kind of
MVP.
started
I was like,
dating a
yeah.
little bit before that. And then it was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was the week that we were like, okay, so do we want to say that this is official? And it's like, oh. that
Loving a
whole
strip
awkward-
club. Loving a skin bar.
Yeah, we'll just,
That was-
after this strip club experience, we'll decide.
My God. Well, I don't think there's much more to say, but thank you to everyone watching. We're going to have Jess back on GAW TV.
Of
Jess,
course.
thank you for being here.
Yes,
We're
we
so
Yeah.
proud
love
of you. We
you.
love you.
Cheers.
Love
Our
you
second
guys.
mother
Cheers.
trucker, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Hit us with a bam. You got to hit us with a bam.
Boom!
Bitches.
I love you.
I got out of breath. Oof, that-
Cheers.
She said, oof, that hurt.
Lordy.
This is the word to go, yo.